pay attention to my dad. My dad's an idiot. You should be calling me.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I've been there.
And we got something on them. We're going to meet the queen ourselves right now. Yeah, so they're just, Taylor belongs to them. We felt like the biggest rock stars in the world. And Josh is different than me. I tried to low-key it, and Josh, we got on.
And of course, Scooter never contacted me or my team to discuss it prior to the sale.
She's calling him out now because he just bought Big Machine Records, which means he now owns her music catalog.
That Taylor has every right to re-record. She has every right to pursue her masters.
At the end of the day, yeah, you have a career, yeah, you're in headlines, whatever. You're living a life.
Kelly Stafford's candid comments on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So picture this, you're Kelly Stafford, living your life as the wife of a superstar quarterback, Matthew Stafford, of the Los Angeles Rams. You got your own podcast called The Morning After, where you spill the tea on all things football and more. Now imagine having to deal with the constant buzz about pop sensation Taylor Swift and her beau Travis Kelce. Yeah, that's exactly what Kelly Stafford found herself grappling with. During one juicy episode of her podcast, Kelly didn't hold back. She straight up said she wasn't thrilled about the idea of another season dominated by headlines about Taylor and Travis. Can you blame her? I mean, she's probably looking for a break from the relentless media frenzy that follows these A-list lovebirds around like paparazzi. Now, Kelly's no stranger to the football scene. She's been around it since her college days at the University of Georgia, where she met her hubby Matthew. Plus, with a sister who's married to an NFL coach and 4 daughters keeping her busy, she's practically living and breathing football 24/7. So when Kelly vents about being bombarded with coverage of Taylor and Travis, it's not just a casual complaint, it's a peek into the world of someone deeply immersed in the gridiron culture, where touchdowns and tackles often take center stage. And let's face it, with Matthew's career skyrocketing after joining the Rams, Kelly's got enough on her plate without having to dodge questions about celebrity relationships. Kelly's candid comments add a refreshing dose of realness to the whole celebrity circus. She's not afraid to say what's on her mind, even if it ruffles a few feathers in the gossip columns. In a world where everyone's trying to be picture perfect, Kelly's authenticity shines through, making her a relatable voice in the midst of all the glitz and glam. Ethan Hawke's daughter's disappointed with his cameo in Taylor Swift's music video. Ethan Hawke, you're this seasoned actor with a bunch of cool roles under your belt, and then one day you get asked to be in a Taylor Swift music video. Pretty sweet, huh? Well, not according to Ethan's teenage daughters. Ethan spilled the beans about this hilarious family moment on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He basically said that despite having a blast filming the video with his buddy Josh Charles, his daughters weren't exactly doing cartwheels when they found out about his cameo. Nope. Instead of being all proud and excited, they gave him the classic teenager eye roll of disappointment. But here's the kicker. It wasn't because they thought their dad's acting was cringe-worthy or anything. It was because they wanted Taylor's attention instead.
Like,
Why aren't
Taylor? They want to be, and we got something on them. We're going to meet the queen ourselves right now. You tell my teenage daughters that I'm going to meet Taylor, and everybody at school is going to know, and then they're.
It wouldn't be fair to them. There's no way they could.
We felt like the biggest rock stars in the world. And Josh is different than me. I tried to low-key it, and Josh, we got on. The look on their face was one of profound disappointment.
I mean, can you blame them? Taylor's like the queen of pop, and having her notice you would be like hitting the jackpot in teenage fangirl land. This whole situation perfectly captures the funny and sometimes awkward dynamic between parents and their kids, especially when it comes to pop culture. Here you've got Ethan thinking he's all cool for being in a Taylor Swift video, only to find out that his daughters couldn't care less. Talk about a reality check. But hey, it's all in good fun, right? At the end of the day, Ethan can laugh about it and maybe even use it as material for his next family dinner conversation. And who knows, maybe his daughters will come around and appreciate just how awesome it is to have a dad who's in a Taylor video. But until then, it looks like Ethan will just have to settle for being the uncool parent in the eyes of his teenage girls.
Don't pay attention to my dad. My dad's an idiot. You should be calling me.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I've been there.
We got to Taylor's camp. He's like, hey, you guys got any sushi? Oh, let's get some sushi in here right now. We had the best sushi I ever had in my life. Yeah, so they're just, Taylor belongs to them.
Now, you've got 2 teenage daughters. Did you get to say, hey, I'm going to go do this?
No, I signed an NDA. I could not, I can't have that on them, so I had to low-key it.
Taylor versus Scooter Braun, the docu-series detailing their feud. Buckle up because Taylor versus Scooter Braun is about to hit your screens in full force. You know that epic feud between Taylor and music mogul Scooter Braun? Well, get ready to dive deep into the drama with a brand new docu-series appropriately titled Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun, Bad Blood.
But he's always been nice to me when I'm raising valid concerns about artists and their rights to own their music.
The artists I work with have very large fan bases. You don't do that. It's very dangerous. There's people within that fan base who
I'm fairly certain he knew exactly how I would feel about it, though.
is weaponizing a fan base.
Definition of the toxic male privilege in our industry.
This isn't your average reality TV show. This is some serious stuff. We're talking about one of the biggest clashes in the music industry. It all started when Scooter Braun, the guy behind some of the biggest names in music, like Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, decided to scoop up the rights to Taylor's first 6 albums. Cue the fireworks! Now, if you thought this was just your run-of-the-mill business deal, think again. Taylor wasn't having any of it. She went public with her frustration, accusing Braun of years of bullying and manipulation. And let me tell you, things got heated real quick. But wait, there's more. This docuseries promises to take you behind the scenes of the whole showdown.
So I think that that's a very dangerous thing, and I think that there's a responsibility with the fan base.
She's calling him out now because he just bought Big Machine Records, which means he now owns her music catalog.
Mental health issues, there's families involved, and I think that's very, very dangerous. And I know the artists
And of course he's nice to you. If you're in this room, you have something he needs.
that sometimes will weaponize, or even the artists to say, I know what it's like to be ridiculed.
Yep, you'll get exclusive access to all the juicy details, from the legal battles to the personal vendettas. It's like being a fly on the wall during one of the biggest showdowns in music history. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good celebrity feud? It's like watching a real-life soap opera unfold right before your eyes. So, if you're itching to get the inside scoop on all the drama between Taylor and Scooter Braun, then mark your calendars because Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun Bad Blood is about to become your new obsession.
And I wish her nothing but well, and I have zero interest in saying anything bad about her because I've never said anything bad about her in the past, and I won't start to now.
Scooter, who manages stars like Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, has bullied her for years.
And of course, Scooter never contacted me or my team to discuss it prior to the sale,
That Taylor has every right to re-record. She has every right to pursue her masters.
or even when it was announced.
Taylor Swift's Eras Tour takes Europe by storm. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is officially taking Europe by storm, and let me tell you, it's nothing short of epic. 4 nights of pure Taylor magic in the City of Lights, Paris. Can you say dream come true? Now, this tour isn't your average run-of-the-mill concert series. Oh no, this is Taylor Swift we're talking about. The girl who's broken more records than we can count and who's basically a living legend in the music industry. So yeah, you better believe the anticipation and excitement are through the roof. But here's the thing, Taylor's not just putting on a show, she's creating an experience. Her Eras Tour is like a journey through time, where each era of her career gets its moment in the spotlight. From the country twang of Fearless to the pop perfection of 1989 and everything in between, she's serving up hit after hit, and the crowd is eating it up like candy. Now sure, not everyone's been singing Taylor's praises lately. Some critics have thrown a little shade at her latest album, The Tortured Poets Society, saying it's a bit of a departure from her usual sound. But you know what? That hasn't stopped Taylor from doing what she does best, slaying the stage and leaving her mark on the world. And let's not forget about the economic impact of this tour. Wherever Taylor goes, you better believe the dollars are following. Hotels, restaurants, merch sales, you name it, they're all getting a piece of the Taylor Swift pie. It's like she's a one-woman economic stimulus package, and honestly, we're here for it. So if you're lucky enough to snag tickets to Taylor's Eras Tour, consider yourself blessed, because you're not just attending a concert, you're witnessing a cultural phenomenon in action. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll even catch a glimpse of Taylor herself floating down the Seine in a swan boat or sipping espresso at a sidewalk cafe. Hey, a Swiftie can dream, right? Taylor Swift's impact beyond music, economic and cultural juggernaut. All right, let's talk about the one and only Taylor Swift. Sure, she's a music sensation, but her impact goes way beyond the Billboard charts. We're talking about a true economic and cultural juggernaut. First off, let's talk dollars and cents. Taylor's tours aren't just concerts, they're like money-making machines on steroids. I'm talking billions of dollars pouring into the economies of every country she visits. Hotels, restaurants, souvenir shops, you name it, they're all cashing in on the Taylor effect. It's like she's single-handedly boosting GDPs left and right. Now that's what we call a global economic powerhouse.
I tend to include details and the entire story. At the end of the day, yeah, you have a career, yeah, you're in headlines, whatever. You're living a life. Incredible perks that come with this life. There are also really heavy pressures that come with this life, and you just have to try to balance them. For me, the most fun part about this, the most intriguing part about music is the storytelling that's woven into it with the lyric.
I would always like to keep people on their toes in that regard. I think that's the best way to be exciting.
Taylor's influence isn't just about the Benjamins, it's about the culture, baby. Her lyrics, her style, her personal life, they're all fair game for fans to dissect and analyze. And let me tell you, Swifties are like detectives on a mission. From decoding cryptic clues in her songs to dissecting her relationships like they're the latest episode of CSI, they're all in. Taylor's artistry isn't just about making music, it's about creating a connection with her fans on a deeply personal level. And let's not forget about her cultural significance. Taylor isn't just a pop star, she's a cultural icon. Her music speaks to people in ways that go beyond words. It's like she's tapping into the collective consciousness of an entire generation, channeling their hopes, dreams, and fears into catchy tunes that stick with you long after the music stops. Taylor Swift isn't just a musician, she's a force. Whether she's selling out stadiums or sparking debates about the meaning of her latest Instagram post, one thing's for sure, Taylor's impact is here to stay, and personally, we can't wait to see what she does next. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.